text platforms to delay patching security fixes?
Well, there could be a bit of a bridge in there, Brian, potentially, because it is governments not wanting to be spotted doing with untoward situations. So Reclaim the Net, which is, I think, by far the best site for at least covering and writing up other people's pieces and links to them, reports that the UK government wants tech platforms to, this is a really, crossing the Rubicon here, to delay patching security fixes. For people who don't follow their computers closely, to patch is to send out a package that says, we've spotted a vulnerability in your video app, here's a software update. Right? These patches must be withheld when the programmers know that you could be hacked, so that it can maintain spying backdoors. Obviously, that's not in so many words in there, but the detail is found in Just Security, which I've put on screen here, which reports that it's an update to the notices regime, which is, the secret letters that come from the government to telecom operators, or in these days, it's more software owners, usually based in California or outside the UK. We already had the habit under a previous iteration of the framework law here, which is the Investigatory Powers Act 2016. We already had these pretensions of extraterritoriality, telling people, you're in California or India, but you must do or not do what we say. We've now extended it to the point where, we're telling people, the government is telling people, we think it's proportionate to withhold this update, so that your granny can have her bank account robbed, for example, as a consequence. But that's a proportional and acceptable consequence, so that His Majesty's government can carry on spying on whatever targets of interest there are. I think this is also mine, isn't it? The Ministry of Justice tracking journalists who make information requests. Another shocker. And again, the Times, although a very easygoing paper on the establishment generally, is quite put out this time. It's the usual reason, which is that you don't do it. You mustn't cross papers by getting their own people involved. Here, George Greenwood, who's a noted data journalist at the Times, had his nose put out of joint by people writing things behind the scenes, and he got wind of them through a subject access request, SAR, which is like an FOI, except in this case it's, I want to know what you have about me, you must cough up all the files. What they found in brief is that the actual civil servants, the proper government employees, were seeing, Mr. Greenwood, or dare I say Mike Robinson, is making some interesting FOI requests. We're going to break the Information Commissioner's standing orders, and we're going to do some opposition research, some data digging on this guy. So there's a trail there that Greenwood has picked up, which involves even people saying, this one has to go to the political appointees. Just a reminder, nod, nod, wink, wink. We mustn't do any special research, but we can put together a nice dossier on everything we happen to know about him.
Yeah, yes, it's not wise to ask questions, is it, in 2023 in the UK? Some democracy. Well, let's